What if your attraction to alcohol wasn't modern at all, but something ancient, something built into your biology long before bars, parties, or civilization itself? Because long before humans understood drinking, they were already drawn to something strange in nature. And the twist is, they had no idea what it really was. Scientists have a fascinating explanation for this called the Drunken Monkey Hypothesis. Despite the funny name, it's a real scientific theory. The idea is simple. When fruit begins to ferment, it produces a stronger smell and becomes easier to detect from a distance. It also contains more accessible calories. For early humans, finding calorie-rich food wasn't just convenient. It was essential for survival. Over thousands of generations, our ancestors may have evolved to seek out these stronger-smelling fruits because they offered valuable energy. But there was a hidden side effect. Fermentation also produces alcohol. So humans didn't evolve to seek alcohol, they evolved to seek survival, and alcohol just happened to come along for the ride. Now imagine an early human walking through a forest thousands of years ago. They find fruit lying on the ground. Some of it is fresh, but some of it has been sitting there for days. Unknown to them, tiny yeast organisms are breaking down the sugars inside that fruit and turning them into alcohol. The fruit tastes different. It smells different. And after eating enough of it, something feels different too. That may have been humanity's very first experience with intoxication. No recipes, no breweries, no celebrations. Just a completely accidental discovery made by someone looking for food. Fast forward thousands of years and humans begin noticing patterns. Fruit juice left sitting for a while changes. It develops a different taste and creates unusual effects. Eventually, people realize they can intentionally recreate the process. This was the birth of fermentation, and it changed human history forever. Ancient civilizations across the world began producing alcoholic beverages such as beer and wine. Some historians even believe that beer may have played a surprising role in encouraging humans to settle down and practice agriculture. Think about that for a second. One of the biggest turning points in human civilization may have been influenced, at least in part, by humanity's desire to recreate a strange fermented drink. Whether that's inspiring or slightly concerning is up to you. But ancient beer wasn't anything like the beer we know today. It was thick, cloudy, and often filled with grain particles. In some cultures, people drank it using straws because otherwise they would be swallowing chunks of grain with every sip. Imagine ordering a beer today and receiving something that looks more like oatmeal than a beverage. Modern customers would probably ask for a refund. Ancient people would have considered it completely normal. So when did humans first get drunk? The truth is that nobody knows exactly. It almost certainly happened long before written history began. Somewhere in the distant past, an early human picked up a piece of naturally fermented fruit, took a bite, and experienced a feeling no human had ever described before. And the most fascinating part is that alcohol was never truly invented. Nature had been quietly producing it for millions of years whenever fruit fermented under the right conditions. Humans simply discovered what was already there. That accidental discovery would go on to influence cultures, traditions, agriculture, and perhaps even civilization itself. Because sometimes the most important discoveries in history don't happen in laboratories or palaces. Sometimes they happen by pure chance when someone finds a piece of fruit that stayed on the ground just a little too long.